On Wednesday, the 1st of August 2018, the Honorable Bari Palma unveiled his development aspirations and goals for his electorate. At the occasion, he formally announced the engagement of the Office of Urbanization. In attendance was a high-level delegation from the Urbanization Office, which included Mr. Max Kep, the Executive Director of the Department of Urbanization. His technical team comprising of Mr. Jerry Wapp, the Director of Land Development, Mr. Samuel Moken, the Acting Director of Policy Planning and Research, and Mr. Elias Master, who is the former Chief Physical Planner and Consultant Advisor.
And we are trying to position the economic growth and the development that's going to take place between the border of Kundiao-Gebog to Kumbak, the border of Jiwaga province.
Kerowagi is located in the Central Highlands of Papua New Guinea. It is one of 6 districts of the Simbu province. It holds 93,107 people of Simbu's total 376,473 population. The district occupies 170 square kilometers out of the total 6,112 square kilometers that is Simbu province. Situated in the fertile Wagi Valley within the Drekore Range to the north and the Digine Kubo Range to the south. Historically, the churches have had a wide-arching impact and influence on the people of Kerowagi, Simbu province, and the Highlands region as well. Following closely behind Miklay, missionaries from the Catholic and Lutheran churches made their way from Medang to Simbu and chose Mingende as headquarters for their pastoral activities. The location, due to its strategic positioning to the various tribes and the accessibility to other centers, combined with its flat terrain, were favorable to the early missionaries. Mingende is currently the Highlands Regional Center for the Catholic Church.
And the town, actually the town from Kundiao is growing. I'm seeing into the future, 50, 100 years down the line, that Kundiao town will be growing to Jiwaga province and into Hagen, Western Islands, and it's going that way along the main corridor up of the Ogogai and between the Waki Valley. That's where the town is growing.
The concept is to create an economic corridor 2 kilometers along both sides of the Okuk Highway within the Kerowagi district, which borders the Kundiawa Gembogol district to the east and the Anglip South Wagi district to the west in the Jiwaka province.
In terms of planning, for the staff we are doing the land use planning. The detailed staff we are doing the land use planning. The detailed component of all planning for Kerowagi will be in various stages. The economic corridor will involve zoning, planning, surveying, identifying customary landowners within the economic corridor, so their land are being freed up and titles are created for them to lease to investors and developers.
And people forget that the economic corridor is on the highway from Leh to Agen and to Southern Islands and to Enga. Along the corridor of the highway, we have to open up for growth. Because the main service line is the main Okuk highway that runs through. And it's lucky that Kerowagi is positioned and in an area where the Okuk highway runs straight to the middle. And the airport now we are talking about in the Kupe airport is within the 2-kilometer corridor of the zone.
And we have chosen the zoning plan for the entire district of Kerowagi.
Utilizing the Okuk Highway as the existing corridor, the hub will centralize resources and streamline government utilities, amenities, and essentially network support mechanisms to the one focal point. This will enhance commercial activity that will in turn stimulate the district's economy as well as the wider Simbu and other adjoining provinces.
The road runs through the main Okuk highway, the power line, the main service line, the Yonki power runs through. We just need to put a big water supply through along the highway, and we just open up the whole corridor.
It is a first that a member has invited the Office of Urbanization in its official capacity to support the urbanization goals of a district. This will be undertaken by physically planning development and zoning of the Kerowagi district as a platform to realizing the local members' vision.
I'm really happy that the man himself, Max Cap, and the team, the urbanization team, the executive director, everyone are on the ground to see this. It's really capturing my vision to relocate the airport from Kundiawa to Cook, and then we look at the whole picture of the economic up of the Central Islands. That is my main vision since I was elected, and I'm driving that vision.
What is proposing here is radically moving away and saying, let's deliberately modernize, let's deliberately urbanize, bring the people closer together so we can deliver service easily.
The concept is to bring our people closer to development and not bringing development to the people, as we have most often tried to do in the past 40 years.
We try to carry development to where people are, which is, there may be only a handful of them. And then you are spending hundreds of millions to take that service there.
Many rural communities in Papua New Guinea have dangerously transpired into and remain stagnant, impoverished, and dysfunctional environs that spur the incapacitating rural-urban drift, the effects which are synonymous in many urban centers throughout the country. One man, however, made it his calling to approach these issues head-on and address the root causes of these problems in his own backyard. Honorable Bari Palma, Vice Minister for Mining and Member for Kerowagi. Having gained a degree from the Queensland University of Technology in economics, he returned home and turned to private enterprise. The 20 years spent in business gave him first-hand experience of the constraints associated with conducting a business in a rural setting and the challenges the common people faced that contributed to the bigger problems the country currently faces. It took him 3 attempts to get into Parliament.
Firstly, let me thank my people of Kerowagi for electing me to this office to represent them in Parliament, on the floor of Parliament, having the trust and confidence in me to deliver to the people.
The experience was both an education and a platform for politics. This resulted in the incumbent developing a developmental concept. The concept is the cornerstone upon which the Kerowagi District 5-year development plan will be erected on and executed.
I see that the 5-year plan is very important to be used as the platform guide to achieve our dream, our vision. So the 5-year plan is the most important document that we need.
It is basically centered on the ministers, the members' vision to establish Kerowagi as Central Highlands economic hub. And the 5-year development plan, in order to capture that vision, we have established 5 key development areas, basically towards achieving that vision. The 5 key development areas, basically one, is for the district to have basic infrastructure through service delivery, and there are about 8 service delivery goals. The second one, because most of our people in the district are rural-based, we need to have their economic growth going up. The third one is for them to have small to medium enterprises. And also the fourth one is basically for them, for our culture preservation, any contribution to also be part of the development area. And the fifth one is to increase the development partners, including the churches, civil society organizations, and the business partners.
Remember that PNG has got 446,000 square kilometers of land. And 2/3 of that land mass is either mountainous or swampy. And it is only 1/3 that we need to use it to the best that we can.
It comes down to trying to empower the people by empowering their pockets and making them economically independent and And I think that's the first of its kind in Zimbabwe, and I think not only Zimbabwe but the rest of Papua New Guinea.
He has done something which others can learn from. The effect, I call it the Bari Palma effect.
Honorable Bari Palma, Vice Minister for Mining and member for Kerowagi.
We believe the vision that to establish the Central Islands Economic Hub will definitely achieve that vision 2050 in terms of wealth creation, alleviating poverty, creating more employment, improving the living standards, and that will have effects on health, education, and all this. I think the vision of creating the economic hub will actually achieve this, the whole vision 2050 that's been an MTTP 3 and all that. But the long term is the vision 2050 where the country will be.